Hello, I'm Blaze, and Warframe has made the rather stunning move of releasing the infamously scarce mod Primed Chamber to the masses through Borrow-Katir. So, should you get it? No. I should elaborate. Background information first. Only about 120 copies of the mod officially existed. 100 were released as rewards for the top 100 players, during the old Informant event, and the other at most 20 being prizes in the following 6 years. 2 of those were given out on one of Shy's art streams when she had Sheldon as a guest. There was also a short period after update 10.6 where they could be transmuted by mistake, but Digital Extremes has never made an official statement on how many of those there came to be. Though, as I understand it, they did allow the transmuted copies to continue their existence. So that's basically why Barrow having it for 2,995 ducats, and 1 million credits, is kind of a big deal. It's just a bit of a shame that the mod isn't actually that good. Arguably it never was, but especially nowadays with the mod selection we have available. I did do some admittedly limited testing, and you're better off running a standard build including something like Vigilante Armaments, or an extra element mod, or Hunter Munitions, or really a lot of things than you are Primed Chamber. The less set of ribbons the better. It does have the benefit of acting as a damage multiplier after everything else, meaning it, for example, doubles the effectiveness of Serration rather than just adding an extra 100%. It isn't a bad mod, there are many far worse choices, but there's really no reason to use it on anything. Same goes with Charged Chamber, which, by the way, you can equip at the same time as Prime Chamber if you want to just meme it up and don't care about the build being sensible. This rather lacking power is doubly hilarious when you consider that the corrupted mod Depleted Reload was added specifically due to the outcry of people who disliked how the Vectis Prime had a 2-round magazine, since it supposedly ruined the effectiveness of Prime Chamber. And then it gets even funnier when you actually try out Depleted Reload in Prime Chamber and see that it tends to perform even worse than if you just used the mod slot you gave to Depleted Reload on something else entirely. I and a lot of others suspect, but cannot confirm, that the inclusion of this mod in Barrow's inventory is mostly a way to get people to come back to Warframe. While I would hardly say Warframe is dying at this point, its player base has shrunk significantly over the last year or so compared to its previous peaks due to the long and numerous content droughts that we've had to endure over that time. This is an easy and perhaps obvious way of getting some people back. But if that was their intention, I can't help but feel like they blew their proverbial load prematurely. Look, I have actually had quite a bit of fun with the Railjack, but it is absolutely no secret that it is quite deficient compared to how it was showed off at past TennoCons. It only has one mission type, and it was a broken mess on release for weeks over the holiday period, and for some people is still quite broken. And the Kuvalich system is similarly half done, even with the additions of some new weapons recently. I don't think what's currently here is enough to hold on to the player's Primed Chamber brings back. They probably should have saved the Primed Chamber ace up their sleeve for when they had the rest of the straight ready to go, but they decided to use it for a mere 2 of a kind for some reason. Yes, I'm making poker analogies now. In any case, this is still a significant event even if the mod itself is suboptimal, and if you want it for your collection, then you can go ahead and pick it up. But it isn't, and never was, at all needed for any sniper build whatsoever, and it has been thoroughly surpassed by multiple other choices. But it is a piece of Warframe history, so maybe that's worth something to you anyway. Thank you for listening to my take on the Primed Chamber release, and I hope to see you around next time. Feel free to follow me on Twitter and twitch.tv at mglblaze to stay caught up with what I get up to. And regardless, as always, take care.